Hello, what's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Boom Arena. Today we're gonna be pushing 3100 medals with this Brood deck with Mother Devil and Runners. This deck is very all-in and it doesn't have many good matchups, but when it does, it hits hard, so it's very good pick, for instance in dual decks, when you know your opponent will get a deck that will get hard countered by this one. So yeah, it's not a pretty good ladder deck, but I like to play it anyway, especially because it's the best Brood deck I'm with. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump to some games and get this 3100 medals. Alright, we are in the first game against Dapper. He is known for playing Digger and Suicide, so I'm gonna just cycle some cards and figure out which deck is he using, because so far he's just showing a cycle cards, which is pretty expected, right? I think it's a good practice against lighter decks to just leak some mana and get a value of your cards, whilst also just not showing much of your own deck. He has seen 3 cards of mine, which is not too much for now. If he's gonna play Bone Blasters here, I'm gonna just react with Runners. There is no need to worry for that Swordman, and yeah, the closer we get to a double mana time, the better it is for us. I'm gonna just play Bomber for that. Playing pretty reactively, he's getting positive traits for that, but the closer we get to a double mana, the better it is for us. I'm gonna actually entirely ignore that Digger. Maybe he commits to that. I doubt that, but you never know. Actually, I probably could have played a Runners to that, but I didn't want to commit too much mana in a single time, and yeah, we are basically gonna go to a double mana without major issues. Thing is, we still don't know his support card. It's gonna be very likely a Piercing Archer, and that's what I'm gonna be leaning on. And yeah, he is obviously playing Digger, so I expect either Piercing Archer and Cyclone or just Poison. So we're gonna see how this will roll while we are gonna playing Brute in the back. Okay, so he's gonna be playing Mortar actually, which is, well, it is certainly an option. I'm gonna follow it up with a Drunkard, just avoid this damage. He's gonna be playing very cheap style. Appreciate that. And right now he will have to defend both sides. I'm gonna just press one of them with Runners. Alright, so now it's the time for throwing some spells. Runners are through, Super Devil is through, and now we are gonna get some damage. So that's already attack very well executed, and I think we can just repeat it. So as you guys can see, it's not too hard to play with this deck, even against very good players. I'm gonna use bullets to force out some very uncomfortable response out of him. Once Super Devil locks onto my Brute, I'm gonna just play my Super Devil. I thought he locked onto me, but well, I was mistaken. Actually, he's catching up with damage, so I'm gonna set up one more Brute. It never hurts to do that. I'm gonna play Bomber, play Mother Devil on the other side, and try to get a last good offense. So right now my plan is gonna be play Runners and Super Devil here, and if our Drunkard will sneak, which it will, it's gonna get some hits, and that's gonna conclude our game. So pretty close one. He played very well, but in the end it wasn't enough, and we're gonna score a very good win in the first game. Very nicely played. Let's jump to the next one. Alright, it looks like we are gonna be facing Dapper as well in the game number 2. Right now he knows our deck, so he probably will be more aggressive. If I understand it correctly, this time I'm gonna be playing Brute since he has spent 5 mana for this attack. I'm gonna immediately play a Brute and try to get some advantage with that. He's gonna be playing Rolling Steel, so I'm gonna just pressure with some cards like this. This Brute probably will take down the Mortar, so Runners isn't even a bad bet. He's gonna be trying to stop my Runners, and he actually will, so not before they get one hit, so that's actually a good counter punch in single mana. I don't want to commit too hard in that time because, well, that's the time of the game when he's stronger. As you could have seen, he was having a very good time against my push, and right now I'm gonna just play Bomber against that Mortar. It's gonna get a... actually, he's gonna get a 2 shots, so very 3 shots maybe, I presume. So yeah, he got a better trade out of that. I'm gonna just play Brute in the back and try to get some damage in return. Actually, he's gonna play another Mortar, so I'm gonna allow for it to lock onto the tower and play some Runners. This way, he's gonna get a huge damage lead, but in return, I'm gonna get some push-outs, so he's gonna absolutely stop it. So yeah, that's why you don't want to commit into these cheaper decks in single mana. This Super Devil is dead. It was very well done by him. I'm gonna play some troops in the back, play another Brute in the back, and he's gonna set up a defensive Mortar, which is correct play in my books. I'm gonna sacrifice this damage, try to get some damage right here, play Super Devil in the back, and right now this is the time where we want to score a big hit. And yeah, we're gonna just go in. He played very good Poison right here, getting value out of his cards, and right now I think it's the time where we just want to go in. He's gonna play a Swordman here, we're gonna blitz it, and our Brute will connect, but not for a huge amount of damage, so he pretty much already equalized the game. That was very well done of him. That Fire Tiny shouldn't have gone off, but well, whatever. I think we are in a huge amount of trouble right now, especially with that one being played out. Okay, so I don't think he has too many units to kite. We're gonna play this one. Yeah, I think that's a loss. He played this matchup very well, so he's gonna get a win. I believe he's gonna play a defensive Poison right here as well. I'm gonna use a Blitz, maybe to do some plays. If we can't do any plays, this is our last chance. Super Devil won't even connect on the tower. Yeah, that was very well played out of him. He got a huge advantage in single and held to it in double. And yeah, that's gonna be a loss. Dapper is a very good player when playing second games, so he's gonna take this dub. Okay, so jump to the next game. Alright, game number 3 against 40 Metal, this time get a job. The word I cannot pronounce in this video, and yeah, he's gonna start with Ghost, so if I were to guess which deck is he playing, it's gonna get complicated after these cards I've seen. So far I'm gonna just cycle a Bomber, very not committal play. We're gonna see what's cooking later. That's actually unfortunate cycle for us, so that we cannot play are runners for this general, so we are gonna take the 1000 damage, and we pretty much cannot support this push at this point. Also, he's getting a perfect kite, so our Super Devil won't get any value, so very good start for him in this matchup, but we certainly can bounce back into that. Alright, we're gonna be playing just Brute in the back. Let's see what's cooking. And while we at it, let's see what his other cards are. I'm gonna play Mother Devil. If you play Mother Devil in single at 9 mana behind the Brute, no devils will cross the bridge, while Brute will do all the tanking, so you're getting like maximum value out of your mana, and I think he's just gonna give up right here. Very bizarre out of him, but I completely respect that decision. He didn't probably want to deal with that deck, and yeah, that's gonna be just game. Let's hope to the next game. Game number 4 will be held against Elon Musk. If I were to guess, it's not a real Elon Musk, especially because he has 0 medals and throws down noob instantly after beginning of the game, which is, yeah, just to say the least, not professional behavior. I'm gonna take one hit from that steel hammer. It's not that bad after all. He will be playing a default deck, so yeah, it doesn't matter that we will take a first hit. He's gonna have a good time defending us. And while I'm saying that, he's gonna be playing he's gonna be playing some very bizarre deck. We're gonna just play runners on the opposite side and take this tower. And to support this Mother Devil, I'm gonna play Drunker. Devils will tank for a bit, and yeah, right now we are gonna just take advantage on every side of the map possible. This runner will get a hit, maybe even 2 like this, and yeah, we're just 2 towers up, no towers down, and in absolute lead. I think he had responses, but dismissal on the Brute was just too aggressive, and it appears he's gonna just give up, so we're gonna be playing Brute and Mother Devil right here. That was actually very rude out of him, that he is still holding on after playing a missile, but yeah, what we're gonna do about that? He has a permission to still play on, but it wasn't just enough, and we're gonna take this win. Let's hop to the next game. Alright, in this game we're gonna face a Dapper, so yeah, he's laddering at this moment. Very unfortunate for us, because he has recognized our playstyle, and we're gonna have to deal with him for a moment. He's not gonna be able to tank his Super Devil, which is fortunate for us. He's gonna cycle a Rolling Steel though, so that's a thing that goes for him. This time I think I'll have to get aggressive in a single mana, because if I don't, well, he pretty much knows the scheme how to defeat me this time, so I'm gonna try to actually force some defensive responses out of him, and let's hope it goes great. Okay, so he's gonna be playing this defensive sequence, and now without a mortar, I believe the Brute will get a connection. Also, he plays a defensive poison against this deck, which is pretty clutch move. You usually want to use a poison on offense, but against this particular deck, you're pretty much guaranteed to get damage with Digger, so you don't need that support. And with that being said, you can just play a poison on defense, which is the thing that he recognized. So I'm gonna be playing a Brute in the back. Let's see what's gonna be his play. It looks like he's gonna be playing very aggressive mortar. I'm gonna be taking his Super Devil out and his mortar, which is very nice. And right now I'm gonna be playing just Mother Devil. He's gonna be playing a defensive poison, but I don't think it will be enough. We're gonna use Blitz on the Super Devil to get some extra damage, and that's what we wanted to see. So right now I'm gonna play a Drunker in the back. I'm gonna play actually bullets against that because Fire Tiny hurts a bit, and he is gonna be bunkering on the defensive mortars already. So my play will be to play a Brute in the back and Mother Devil on the opposite side. This is a very cute move that you can do against these mortar setups. He's gonna actually go full on defense, which is completely understandable. And right now I'm gonna just play some bullets, and he's gonna be playing Stonefalls. I won't be able to predict them, but nonetheless, the Brute will get damage on the tower, which is pretty nice for us. Like previously, I'm gonna be playing Drunker in the back first, then playing Brute, and right now he cannot set up a offensive mortar. So that's gonna be a good thing going for me. I'm gonna be setting a bomber offensively to clear up this digger. No issue at all. I'm gonna be playing a Drunker to supplement that. And this time he plays a poison on the right, so I'm gonna just go all out on the left, giving him no time to reconsider his choices. And yeah, it's gonna be over. Brute also goes with Mother Devil on the left. I'm gonna get a hit from the runners, and that's gonna conclude the game. So as you can see, we've played 3 games against Dapper, and the best one we've scored in was were the games where we just waited for him to play a poison first. So you want to just set up a push on both lanes, and whichever side he poisons, you just support more. Alright, that was a good game. Let's hope to the next one. Alright, I think it's gonna be a game number 6 against that Mazai. He's gonna be starting things off with a Twins, which I'm gonna promptly counter with a Drunker. Very solid response, and he's gonna be playing Vikings, so I think some Brute Mother Devil action will be absolutely justified in that regard. And right now I'm gonna just try to defend as cheaply as possible, playing Bomber here. And yeah, we both are gonna be getting some damage on the tower, and fortunately for me, I'm gonna be coming on top. Right, so right now it's a very scary situation. I'll have to let this ghost run on my tower, and yeah, I shouldn't have played these bullets, because right now he can just play Twins and kill me, which was my mistake. Sorry about that. I should have probably ignored that piercing archer, but yeah, it is what it is. Right now we have a bit of mana advantage, but we cannot sell out because he's gonna just play Vikings, so yeah. That was a pretty unfortunate trade-off. We're gonna be playing Brute in the back, and let's see if he can hold it with a Viking. Right, so the plan will be simple. I'm gonna play troops that are good against Viking, and I'm gonna spell out a piercing archer for it to not be a problem anymore. And right now, yeah, I'm gonna just kill this Viking, piss off. I believe he took a positive trade out of it, but it doesn't really matter because we've got a sufficient damage to justify our play. And we're gonna clean up everything for a positive trade. He still has to react, there we go. I'm gonna just play Brute in the back. I'm gonna play a Mother Devil, stack some of these ghost damage, and I don't really care. And right now we are gonna just set up for double lane push like this. He's gonna try to stop us, but we are gonna just use a spells against everything that. Right now I think we are actually already in a good spot. We didn't get any damage back, but we sit very comfortably with our advantage. That is being a momentum, which is very important. Right now we are gonna get this prediction, which is very fortunate, and I think right here we can just sell out. So play some of these, some of that, and right now he pretty much cannot stop our push out, so this ghost will be shortly eliminated. This piercing archer didn't lock on good troops, and that's gonna be good game. So it was a very bizarre Viking bridge spam out of him with like rolling steel and stuff, but yeah, I think Blitz variation is just stronger. I don't know what you think, let me down in the comments which version do you prefer, and let's jump to the next game. Alright, we are in the next game against Finn Ranger, who's gonna open very aggressively on both sides, and this time we will be getting some damage in from that balloon because we didn't have a Super Devil on our first hand. Well, it's not something that I could have actually prevented, so actually Super Devil will be our last card on hand, so very unfortunate cycle. We're gonna lose half of our tower already, but in exchange we will know his win condition and we will have some map momentum. Like here we are gonna be playing some aggressive cards, and he's gonna be playing Skeleton Horde, which yeah, just wasn't enough to defend my 17 mana pushing down the lane. And right now these runners will probably get the job done, but just for making sure I've added Mother Devil, it was a very quick game. We're gonna jump to the next one in a moment. Alright, the next game will be against V1T1, if I'm reading this correctly. You can correct me if you know the correct pronunciation, but yeah, he's gonna be almost 700 medals player, and he's gonna open with Dragon. Getting this one hit doesn't mean anything. I'm gonna face a piercing archer as well, so it's gonna look like some cycle deck right now. I believe it's gonna be actually a Splemetery, so it's gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna be a Splemetery deck. I'm gonna kill off these supports and promptly defend the Splemetery itself, so he's gonna get the better of us in these early moments of the game, but now we know his deck, we're gonna just execute our plan and hopefully he won't stop us. So, like always, we're gonna be playing Brute at the back, Mother Devil at 9, and figure things from then on. Mother Devil has been played down. I'm gonna be playing Super Devil for this dragon, because dragons are annoying. I'm gonna promptly eliminate the piercing archer because it's annoying as well. And right now he will have to defend my push. He's playing defensive poison, which is always good to see. I believe I won't be able to get the stone falls, but it's fine because he had to spend so much mana for defending that. And with that I'm gonna just set up another Brute. This time I'm gonna go with Mother Devil on the opposite side because we are nearing double mana. So we're gonna just justify our plan. So here we go, we're gonna be going with Mother Devil on the opposite side. We'll kill the dragon with a Super Devil. We'll be right now playing a Brute on the opposite side, and as soon as we get mana, we're gonna be killing this piercing archer. Just for good measures. And yeah, he's gonna be killing my mother devil. This brute will be pretty abandoned, so it was a very good defensive sequence out of him, may I presume. And right now he's gonna be caught with pants down as he tries to surprise us with a symmetry. It's never gonna happen. Skeletons will actually get some damage, but I'm gonna get a very good trade-off out of this situation, and with that we're gonna just go in for another of these huge pushes. So far, if I'm thinking correctly, we didn't show him any of runners so far, so I'm gonna show them now. This brute will kill the fawns, and right now he's gonna be playing a defensive symmetry, which is pretty interesting call as my runners are still a threat to his tower, and we're gonna get 2 hits, which is very good. We've gotten our damage back already. I'm gonna be playing Mother Devil again. He's gonna try to apply some pressure on the opposite side. It's not gonna work out. And yeah, that's gonna be actually a conclusion of the game. I'm gonna use a blitz defensively, and yeah, that's gonna be the game. He played very well, but allowing these runners to connect was just suboptimal, and unfortunately for him, defensive symmetry is just not that strong here. So we're gonna just claim the win and jump to the next game of the video. Alright, so this game will be against Zero Medal Mai, and like with zero medals, you want to just play your plan. Usually it will work out eventually because, well, many of lower rated decks just don't make any sense, so as long as you stick to your plan, you will win eventually. And yeah, he's gonna just be playing some random moves. I don't understand their depth, so I'm gonna make things easier for myself and just play Mother Devil in the back and combine it with Brute. And if he plays anything for that, I'm gonna just play runners on the other side and take the win. So yeah, that's how you guys can play Boom Arena. It's pretty efficient, especially effective against lower rated players that, like I said, don't have like set in stone game plan, and you can claim very easy wins with doing that. I'm gonna be playing bullets here. Actually, I thought I'm gonna be playing bomber, but bullets will actually stop all the damage that's gonna come, and that's kinda huge thing for me to do, because the thing with lower rated players is that if you stop them from doing anything, they usually will resign early, and if you can claim a game faster, it's usually good for your overall push out, because you don't want to spend too much time on beating them. If you're good, you want to spend time at playing with good players so you can gain more skill. Like always, I'm gonna just ignore these blasters because they would force out a response out of me, and if I can just ignore them, they won't kill me. And right now we can just focus all out on attacking our opponent. I'm gonna be playing Drunker, Super Devil, Brute and Mother Devil on the right side and runners on the left side, and there's no response that he can play to stop that all. GG's, well played. Let's jump to hopefully the last game of the video. Alright, so we're gonna be up against Nucho. If I'm pronouncing this correctly, it can be Nucho. I don't know, it can be different things. He's gonna be having 14 medals and he opens with Stone Fawns, so chances are he's playing a default deck, and I don't mind anything against this deck, but yeah, it gets kinda boring to play against it, so I'm gonna be playing Mother Devil in the back. Usually, in single mana you want to be playing a Brute first and then Mother Devil, but I don't have any prejudice from the other way around. He's gonna play a missile, so I'm gonna support my push with runners. This time I believe we're gonna catch him off guard. I'm gonna use a blitz to kill his supports, and that's gonna be a tower down very early. Very nicely done. You don't want to play your big spells because of that. He just spent 6 mana countering a 4 mana card behind my 5 mana card, which kinda should have worked, but it didn't because I had a 6 mana card just to punish that play. And right now he's gonna be using Rolling Steel to kill this bomber, but it's just not gonna happen. Actually it will happen because, yeah, because a cannon will finish it, but a Drunker was there to kill the cannon, and I think it's gonna be just good game. He has no responses to my cards, and that's gonna be a very comfortable 3-star. So with that being said, it's gonna be 3100 medals. Alright, so there you have it. 3100 medals using this Brute Mother Devil Runners deck. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy these cheesy decks, because this deck wasn't balanced. It didn't have small spell and big spell. It had 2 small spells to complement the runners. It had very low air defense. It didn't have building. It was just optimized for building a huge push and just attacking and getting a damage at once. So I don't know what you think about these type of decks. I certainly enjoy them because sometimes once in a while you just want to play something fresh. And yeah, that's gonna be the video, guys. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more content from me and of Boom Arena, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.